Welcome to Victory Achieved Gaming. This is Owen, also known as Immortalium.
And I am Caitlin. Hello. Here's my hand again.
Always love that. It always reminds me of Toy Story. You know, that bit in the first film where, like, Woody is, like, waving Buzz's arm.
Oh, yeah. To be like, I'm okay. Also, I am wearing my Kill Enough hoodie, if you can tell. Like the thingy from the Barbie movie.
It's very colourful.
It is. It says I'm Kill Enough, and it's from the Barbie movie.
Awesome.
And I love it.
So, we are doing another Steam review guessing. Now, we are still in search of that elusive 10 out of 10.
Is it today?
And this first one doesn't fill me with great hope. But we'll have to see. Because all we can do is try our best to achieve victory. Ta-da!
Okay. So this game is pretty old because he posted it back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
It's from Wolf SC's 2. I don't know. It's from the...
Oh, CS2 would be Counter-Strike 2, is it?
I guess. Oh, maybe. We'll just like call him Wolf. This is Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote the review back in 2014. He has over 306.4 hours on record. It says, a naked man helped me kill a demonic knight, waved goodbye, then rolled to his death from a cliff.
So, the problem here is that this could be a couple of games. Now, do you have any ideas on what this is?
Dark Souls?
I think it could be, but it wouldn't be Dark Souls, what's it called? It wouldn't be Dark Souls 3, because Dark Souls 3 hadn't come out by that point. So it could be one of the first two games, because that's something that could happen in Dark Souls. You summon someone naked to fight a knight. Demonic knight. What is that a hint?
Alright, if you guess Dark Souls, either 1 or 2, if you go Dark Souls 1 and it ends up being Dark Souls 2, I can give you like half a point for being Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But like,
being part of the same
yeah.
series. The thing is, demonic knight. Maybe they're referring to Artorias. I'm not sure. He's not really demonic, but he is like corrupted. So maybe they're calling him a demonic knight. In the second Dark Souls, I'm trying to recall, are there any knights that we'd call demonic? I don't think so. Oh, wait. But no. Oh, shoot. The problem is, okay, around this time, there was another game that's like Dark Souls. I can't remember if you can actually summon other people in it, though. Lords of the Fallen. And there is actually a bunch of, like, demonic knights in that. But I don't think there's emotes in there, so I don't think you can wave goodbye. So in that case, I'm gonna assume... Oh, there is a cliff near Artorias. So he could roll off a cliff. I'm gonna say it's Dark Souls, the first one.
okay, the first Dark Souls, and it is Dark Souls 2.
No!
Okay.
I know half a point, but...
Was it blue for half a point?
I think it was orange for half a point, wasn't it?
Okay, orange.
But what demonic knight? I wish I could remember what demonic knight they're talking about in Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 has the most bosses of any of the games, but a lot of them aren't particularly great. There's some really good ones, but, you know, in general... bloody hell. What boss could that have been? Okay, well, at least I got half a point on it.
You got half a point. Okay, so no 10 out of 10 today.
No, but
Maybe 9.5.
Oh, if I get 9.5, that'll be a new record.
Okay, so this is from Ultima 6. They wrote this review back in 2015. 5.6 hours on record. A hard yet very, very enjoyable platformer with very simple controls. This game is a shining example why indies can be gems. Ooh.
That's a tough one. Okay, so the biggest hint here...
Indie.
Well, indie. But I was thinking more the year. So, for instance, this couldn't be Celeste, because Celeste only came out within the past
Oh, we
few
have to
years.
remember it's the very beginning of 2015 as well.
Yes. So, the thing is, there's two games that pop into my head. But, and I guess I know which one I'll go for based on the playtime. So, the two that popped in my head, you have Super Meat Boy, which that came out in around 2010 or something. And obviously that's known as being like a really big deal within the indie game.
Yeah, I know
circuit.
Super Meat Boy. I saw my brother-in-law play it a few years ago, and I was like, nah.
Well, it's on the list.
Yeah, okay.
But the other one is Braid, which also came out around that point, and is a shorter game, a much shorter game. which would fit more in line with 5.6 hours. The only thing is, this is quite vague, so I'm just trying to think in my head, are there any other indie platformers from the time that I can think of? My brain, you see, the problem is when you have an answer in your head, it kind of gets stuck in there. Like, I can't think of any other games besides those two from around that time. So I'm just gonna have to go with Braid on this.
Braid, okay. And it is...
Oh. I forgot about the 6 V's.
Okay, so that's not a typo, that's correct.
Oh, you thought it was a typo?
Yeah, I thought it was something weird.
No, it's VVVVVV. That is... Yes, that is a game that was a big deal at the time. It wasn't as big a deal as the other two games, but it was still like an indie game that did really big success. Oh.
Is it hard?
Yes, it is pretty hard.
Okay.
But the only solace I can take out of that is that there wasn't really much in this review. So, like, I think my guess of Braid was fair.
I think it's fair. Okay, so this is from 21 Hugs, and I think that's a picture of someone from Boku no Pico on his profile.
Is it?
It looks like a character that...
You'd better know that than I
I've never
would.
actually watched Boku no Pico, so I don't know. I never fell for that trap.
I remember in...
I try to trick people to watch.
In college, yeah, you were
We
telling me
all
about
try
it.
to trick people to watch Boku no Pico. Every anime fan has gone and tried to trick some noobs into watching Boku no Pico.
I don't
lie.
think so. I don't recall ever trying to do that.
Yeah, because you're honest.
And also, I'm in a position where like people could lose trust in me. If on my YouTube channel I was to say, go check out Boku no Pico.
Oh yeah, but with friends, you don't do it like you do it when your friends are getting into it. You're like, you should watch
Yeah.
Boku no Pico, and then they come back and yell at you. So this is from January this year. I'm guessing, 'cause there's no date. So it's 2.6 hours on record. This game, while the final absolutely paves the way for a fourth entry.
Finale.
Finale. Oh, so be aware of that before dipping in. Otherwise, though, mega fun fee was with glasses alone makes it worth the money.
It's 5.
5.
So again, they've given me a character name. And as I always say, folks, with a character name, either you recognize it and immediately clicks, or you don't know anything about it and you're struggling to yourself, why can't I remember this? In this case, I remember 5. Talk about the finale. Talk about there being a fourth entry. This is the last game in the Zero Escape trilogy.
Ah!
This is Zero Time Dilemma, I believe. Yeah. You missed the A, by the way, but it's fine.
Yeah. Fine.
But yeah, so it paved the way for a fourth game. I guess it kind of does, but I don't know. It's one of those endings where it's like, oh, 2.6 hours. I don't know. I love the fact that they just one of the characters gets glasses, and that's like the highlight.
Oh, does he have a glasses fetish?
Maybe.
He might have a glasses fetish. I have a friend who, if a character automatically has glasses, he thinks of the hottest character in the show. We've had so many arguments about anime characters because he thinks the one with the glasses are the hottest, and I'm like, I always like the one with the.
What about
hair
that
more.
thing they do where like they push up the glasses and like the glasses
Yeah.
go all like.
I think it's because he also wears glasses. I think that's why he likes girls with glasses.
I mean, I wear glasses, and
fair.
I wouldn't say that glasses are a fetish of mine.
Yeah, his girlfriend only wears glasses when she's reading and stuff, or on a computer.
Well, that's what she tells you.
Well,
I'm just joking.
when we're out, she doesn't wear glasses.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
And I was friends with her before they were dating, so...
Okay, we better move on. But yeah, that's a character that's introduced in the second Zero Escape game, you see.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so this is recommended. It is from Mon. They wrote this back in 2022. 9.3 hours on record. Very good game. There's a hot samurai dude and a whip lady. Yes. When I think of whip lady, I automatically think of
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
But I don't think Phoenix Wright is on your list.
It isn't. You see, that's the thing. The whip lady immediately popped into my head. I was like,
Yeah, straight away. And I think I'm pretty sure there's a samurai in like one of the games here.
oh, the Steel Samurai
Yeah. Yeah, see, I was like,
and the Nickel Samurai.
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking Phoenix Wright. No, it isn't on there. So my first thought with Hot Samurai Dude was Sekiro. The thing that I'm trying to remember though
Is there a whip lady?
I don't remember there being a whip lady in Sekiro.
You sure there was no whip lady?
I mean, there's an old lady who like uses kunai.
Yeah, well, he didn't say the lady was hot. He just said whip lady.
She didn't have any whips. So I'm just racking my brain now. It could be Neo, but I don't remember the whip lady in that. But he would be a hot samurai dude.
Love the fact you're remembering the hot samurais, but not the whip ladies.
Well, you see, the thing is, hot samurai dude is such a vague one, whereas the whip lady is more specific. So it's like I'm knocking out a lot of games based on whip lady, and I'm trying to think of the games, the hot samurai dudes. There could be a boss in Neo that I'm just not remembering that.
Is a hot whip lady?
Well, they don't say hot whip lady, they just say whip lady.
Oh, true.
Besides that, what other ninja games? So you have the Messenger, but the Messenger doesn't have a whip lady as far as I remember. Ghost Runner definitely doesn't have a whip lady in that.
Unless they're secret bosses.
Secret bosses, sure. I think it's gotta be Neo.
Okay, Neo.
What else could it be? If it isn't that, I'm done.
Is blood stained.
Wait, which Bloodstained?
Oh. Curse of the Moon.
So I forgot. Yes, there is a samurai in that.
Is there a whip lady? There must be.
There must be. Does she use a whip? I guess she must. Oh, she kind of does, actually. Oh, no. I can't remember if she used a whip or not. But point is, this is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Gotta admit, this didn't pop into my head, but...
I think you have 1.5 right now.
Yeah.
1.5. Okay. Getting somewhere.
Not going the best, but...
Okay. This is from 2021. It's from Artemis Flying? No, I don't know.
Artemistifying.
Oh, Artemis. Okay.
Maybe.
It has 0.7 hours.
Or
on
maybe it's
record.
Artemistifying. Like a combination of mystifying and Artemis.
Maybe. Okay, this is 0.7 hours on record, 2021. Nothing worse than just can't wait to be king level. Oh, I know this.
Oh.
It's the Lion King one.
Yeah, although I believe on Steam it's called the Disney Classic Collection. Can't remember if the game is part of it. But
I'm assuming that's going to be it, yeah.
it's got Aladdin and Lion King in it, you see.
Yeah, Disney Classic games.
Aladdin and the Lion King.
Yeah, that's correct. I was straight away like, Lion King. Like, you know.
Aladdin and the Lion. Sounds like a
Oh.
like a brand new film they're gonna do.
Sorry, everybody, where is it?
Nah, it's fine. They can't see you doing this actually.
Oh, fair enough.
Not
Right.
anymore. Okay, so I got that one easily at least, so that's
Yeah,
good.
I even got that one. So.
Well, when they say that can't wait to be king, like
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Oh, actually, my baby niece is obsessed. She was obsessed with Moana for a couple of weeks, and every night, every day, she demanded. She's only like 1. She demanded to watch Moana twice a day,
wow.
and now it's Encanto.
Interesting.
So she was staying at me and my parents last night because my sister and her husband were away, and I'm not lying. I turned on Encanto. My sister put on Encanto kind of closer to bedtime, and she will settle down. Literally sat up on the couch, snuggled into my mom, and next to me because I was on her other side, and she was so focused. This child can't speak. But I was looking at her, and I was even looking at my mom. I was like, my dad was even, me and my dad were like, we've never seen her so calm. She would kind of look at the TV and watch things be interesting for a few minutes, and then go away and come back. No. And I was actually thought she'd fall asleep. No, she didn't get sleepy. The movie Encanto is nearly 2 hours long.
Yeah,
she didn't
it's
get
long
sleepy
enough
till
one.
like about an hour and 20-ish minutes in.
Wow.
She was that focused. She got through all the good songs. Kind of after We Don't Talk About Bruno. She kind of, a little bit after that.
She started to drift off.
Drift. I think she was waiting for the best songs. She didn't get to Isabella's song. It was she kind of turned it off just before we got to Isabella's song, which I think is another good song. But she got through like 3
That's
really
very
good songs.
cute. I mean, I remember as a kid, I would just watch a lot of the Disney
Oh, I
movies.
did too. And I remember watching. Maybe I did too. I just thought at 1, I was like, that's pretty impressive. At 1.
It is impressive. I can't remember. Well, actually, I can tell it. We are getting a bit distracted, but
Yeah.
I will say that when I was really young, you see, I actually was a late bloomer when it came to speaking. because of my autism.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until like I was about 3 that I said my first word.
Oh.
So
No, like she's very good at communicating, but like I remember being a kid and I just remember once being at my babysitter's and really focused on Sleeping Beauty, but I don't think I was 1. I think I was 3 or more.
Yeah, that would make
no
sense.
way I was 1 or 2. So I just think I was really impressed that she was just so focused on it. And you could tell she was watching it and intrigued. Like,
wow.
Yeah. Like, and she knew what I put on. She straight away sat down and was like, oh, finally, Encanto. And like, sat down.
So let's take
we'll
a look
continue.
at this next one.
Okay, so this is from 2020. It's from Esme. It is 9.8 hours on record. You place blocks and pull guys to make other people feel terrible, and it's incredible. Oh, and ball guys. So that's a pull. Ball.
Oh, wait. So at first I was confused when looking at this.
I thought it said pull for some reason.
Also, did you say Esme at all?
Esme.
You did you?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. So at first,
Esme too, yeah.
At first, when they did this first description, my first thought went to a game that isn't on the list, which is Rock of Ages, in which you are a ball rolling down the hill.
Oh, I've heard of that game, yeah.
Yeah, and like you place traps to try to stop your opponent's ball. But I think there's actually Puyo Puyo Tetris. The problem is there's 2 Puyo Puyo Tetris games on the list. And the problem with that then is I don't know which one it is. This might be another half point.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to... Oh wait, it is 2020. I'm not 100% if the second Puyo Puyo Tetris had come out by that point. In that case, maybe the first Puyo Puyo Tetris? I think that's probably the best guess I can give.
So the first one.
Yeah.
Puyo Puyo Tetris. That's the first one.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, so they're the only thing... I was like, maybe I'm wrong with it, but like I was thinking to myself, I don't think it was out at that point, the second one.
Perfect.
So...
Ooh, this is the first not recommended this time. And they barely played it. It's from Lamb. They have 0.5 hours on record. They wrote this review back in 2021. Yo, the last boss can do 180 on a heavy attack and headshot me. What is that? And those spiders in small corridors is very no fun. And I bet most people would just skip most of the enemies in the game because of that ease. That
easy.
That easy, okay.
Easy, do you see?
Yeah.
So, this confuses me on a few levels. One is that he's talking about the last boss, but it's only 0.5 hours of playtime.
Not even point, it's 0.
I said 0.5.
Oh, I thought you said 1.5. What?
No, I said 0.5. So, what this makes me think is that this must be one of those student projects we did.
Yeah.
Those spiders in small corridors, that could be Metamorphose.
Could be.
Also, the last boss of Bloodspear doesn't do a 180, right?
No.
The headshot confuses me because I don't really know why the boss in Metamorphose would do a headshot. It's all melee attacks. But the fact that it's only 0.5 makes me think it's gotta be a student project.
Yeah.
It can't be a legitimate...
Because he finished it clearly if he got to the last boss.
Well, I don't know if he actually beat the last boss, but he got to the last boss, which like... So I'm gonna guess Metamorphose.
Okay.
I do know there's some spider-like dudes in the halls, but...
Metamorphose.
Perfect. Oh, the last boss. Do you remember what happened with the last boss?
Oh yeah, I won.
Yeah, because it glitched out.
No, I won legitimately.
I'm sure you did.
Take my word for it. There's no need to go watch it.
Yeah, don't go back and check the video.
Or just watch all of them except for the last one.
Oh, wow.
Then there's 2 videos for that, wasn't there?
Yes, there were 2 videos, yes.
Yeah. Just watch the first video and just take my word for it that I won legitly.
Actually, the mega video of that is going up tomorrow as we're recording this.
Oh, nice. Still don't watch it. Okay, I'm not going to attempt this name. Zawata Keta. I don't know.
Zwa Taketa.
Okay. Is recommended 2.8 hours. 28 hours. They wrote it back in 2020. Imagine classic Mega Man, but you can make your own weapons. And there's multiple characters with very varying abilities. Can safely say this is my favorite classic Mega Man game.
So, one thing that confuses me about this is he talks up there, he's like, imagine classic Mega Man, And then down
Yeah, I
below,
thought that too.
he says, my favorite classic Mega Man game. But he does have an XD after that. So maybe he's being sarcastic with that last one.
Hey.
So what my first thought is there's so do you know, speaking of games that we've played, do you remember Mighty Gunvolt?
Yeah, I do. I was thinking, can you make weapons of Mighty Gunvolt?
You can't. But what you can do is make weapons in its sequel, Mighty Gunvolt Burst.
Oh, okay.
And Mighty Gunvolt Burst does have multiple characters with varying abilities. It can make it like your characters are highly customizable in that game. Like holy moly, like super customizable.
Okay.
And it has a look that looks like it could be like a SNES game. Now, classic Mega Man to me makes me think NES, but maybe they're saying Mega Man is in, like, for instance, all the Mega Man X games. Like the first Mega Man X games came out for the SNES, so maybe they could be thinking of SNES era because of that. I'm thinking it is Mighty Gunvolt Burst.
It is Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Yay!
Got that.
Okay.
That is a fun game, but it's a bit. It'd be interesting to do, like, with us at some point.
True. This is from 2016, 36.3 hours. It's from Tyler Glynn?
Also, I just want to check. We started at 81, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that this one and the next one are the last ones.
Yes.
Just checking.
So it's one of the best puzzle games I've ever played. Even ignoring the stuff that would count as a spoiler, the panel puzzles have far, far more depth than you'd think at first glance. And uncovering the rules for how they will all work is a challenging but very rewarding experience. Plus, the game is absolutely beautiful.
Also, did you read the playtime?
Yeah, 36.3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I already know the answer to this. I mean, I don't know if you have any guesses for this.
No.
So, there's a couple of things. So, first off, 36.3 hours is a very long puzzle game. But, like, most puzzle games are like 10 hours max. And
Unless
then
you replayed it multiple times.
that's possible as well. The panel puzzles, the game is beautiful, and you must discover the rules for how they work. Now, this all points me in one single direction, and that is The Witness.
Okay. Is it The Witness? The Witness! Yay. Okay.
Because that's made by the same guy, Jonathan Blow, who did Braid. And it is like a big massive puzzle game where you basically, it doesn't explain the rules to you at all. You've got to discover yourself how the rules of these panels work. And it is a very interesting and intriguing game. Go on anyway.
So this is from
The last
Hollow. 24 hours on record.
Oh, if once we do Dark Souls, you'll know, like, I'm going hollow. Do you know what that means in terms of Dark Souls?
No.
Okay.
From 2021. Put the torch on the Eldritch altar for infinity money.
Okay, well, one thing is I can't remember ever getting infinite money from putting torch on an Eldritch altar.
I'm guessing that's a joke.
But there is an Eldritch altar. So that's something. Eldritch Games. So you have Morbid the Seven Acolytes. You have, well, technically some of the Alone in the Dark games could be considered Eldritch, but money isn't a factor in that. Honestly, I can't remember if money was a factor in Morbid. Lords of the Fallen kind of had an Eldritch style to it. 24 hours. 2021.
And they took a day.
Yes, a day of time. Yes, that is true. They spent a day.
Do they sit there for one full day?
Oh,
Or do
hopefully
they
not.
come back? I don't know.
I hope it was multiple sessions. Eldritch Altar. It's not Goetia, because again, that's a puzzle game. That money isn't a factor. Torch on the Eldritch Altar. All I have in my head is Morbid, but I'm not sure if that's the right answer. What I kind of meant to do at some point was to glance through the list before doing one of these, just to remind myself what games are on there. Because often it's just games that I can't think of, you know? All I have is Morbid. It's that thing again where the answers popped in. I can't remember.
Which would you say?
Morbid, the second Seven Acolytes. It's Darkest Dungeon.
It is wrong.
Darkest Dungeon, how I forgot you.
Okay, let's count, everybody. So, you had a half point. So 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 6.5.
That's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great
Is
either.
that your worst?
No, my worst was the 4 out of 9 one.
Yeah, not your worst.
Okay, so first off, I do want to say the Darkest Dungeon one, that's legit. Although, I feel like they might be giving wrong advice, because I feel like I remember...
You think it's a joke?
Yeah, a lot of bad things happening when you put the torch on the
Yeah,
enemy.
I told you, they're being sarcastic. I said that to you, they're clearly being sarcastic.
If I thought long and hard enough about it, I would have gotten that.
That's what I was trying to tell you, it's probably a joke.
And then, what was it? Like, for instance, what was the very first one again?
When I play it on this channel, are you going to make me put the torch on the altar?
Only if I think good things will happen, which seems unlikely, but you never know. That would be a really interesting game for you to do, but it's also sadistically brutal.
Oh, joy.
So I feel like
We could be here for 20 years.
we could be, yeah.
Now, if it came to that, I think if it came to like we're playing a game for months and months and really stuck, we'd have to give up on it. But
Or take a break or something.
yeah.
But point anyway is that I got 6.5 out of 10. Again, it's not great, but you know what? I think a few of those I'm kind of proud of myself on. Like, for instance, I think the Puyo Puyo Tetris one, the fact that I was able to suss out that it was the first one and not the second one
From the year alone.
from the year, I think was good. And so, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, so I think, you know, as usual, I had a pretty good time doing this. We had some good topics of conversation. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So, of course, if you liked this video, please leave it a like. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I would encourage you to do so you can check out more of these Steam review guessings in the future, as well as some of our other videos that we do, such as our long and short, well, now it's short, quote unquote.
It's long.
It's long
You lied
now.
to me.
I did not lie to you. It was short for me. but anyway, and, you know, all that great stuff. So, this is Owen, also known as Immortalium.
And Caitlin.
And bye-bye.
Bye.